Alright. Good afternoon. But later actually than originally intended. And I just realized that these have actually they actually kind of look like the maps they're on. It's kind of fun. I wish we could have towers. And we have Glenwald, which does have like this one little corner where you can't build. Elderlicht, with the braziers active. And then Glenfine, which is just a small little, like, asshole area in a mountain somewhere, apparently. Runenberg? I never noticed that. Yeah, this is the tutorial. Right, so, I am gonna do Elderlicht again. I need to unlock a few weapons, which I have restricted myself already a little bit. I'm gonna check again if the weapons I can go with it, I will take. This is, yeah, Runenberg and Amberwald, just to reroll into dwarf stuff basically, Veteran of Runenberg, and then defense. What's Veteran of Runenberg? Oh yeah, the free unlock. So I'm gonna try and get for Veteran of Elderlicht again. Because last time I missed one night. Now, thankfully, I don't think I actually need to beat the boss. I only need to beat these 12 knights. 13 knights. And then Cabal of Glenwald for the free barricade. No, for the barricade explosions, right? No, limited to 15. And then you can combine that with the barricade explosions. However, what I actually kind of want is the Commander of Elderlicht, which would require 18. I don't think I'm going to do 12 and 18 at once, because the 18 one only requires you to get S on half the knights. Not quite half, but 8 instead of all 13. So it should be a little bit easier. And then we still have Sun Annihilations and the Veteran of Amberwald, which gives us the Living Thornwood Seed. But the focus is gonna be on the hammer, the Blood Splitter, the other hammer, the bigger hammer, the shield, the gauntlet, and the Devourer, which is the 3 dwarf weapons. So, what do I take in combination with the gauntlet? What I want with a gauntlet is long range, so I can use it at the 18 range required to kill like a bunch of people with it in one turn. I think it was 8, which is possible. It's going to be difficult. Then for this, I definitely, because this is a movement skill, a follow skill, no, a maneuver skill actually, it should work well with the pistols. And then I require, it also goes with multi-hits, so I might actually take the boomerangs instead. But what I kind of really want to take now I think about it is something to get me one free space. So I can jump in and deal damage. And I think the best for that is the crossbow. And then we have, well, we need these 3 weapons. We take one additional one. These 2 are good crowd control, but not that great against single targets, I don't think. Well, this one is relatively good against single targets, and then I'll take the dagger for isolation, which should be, is like the single best thing you can have for single targets. Now, I'm gonna remove the building dead zone because this shit is annoying as fuck. I will reduce the wave size. And tougher bosses. Again, I don't think I actually need to kill the boss. And I still need to beat Apocalypse 32 at some point. I think this is actually get me the mist sensors for +2 instead of the tougher bosses. I think actually instead of the bigger wave size, I need big wave sizes. I just realized, yeah, I need big wave sizes because I need the I need AoEs for both the cannon, the shield, actually for all three, the cannon, the shield, and the... what was it? Okay. Including gates and barricade have plus 50% health. I'm gonna take this for one move point, and then take the... Omen of Fortifications? No. Remove the move points, get me the Omen of the Fortress. And then, I hope we get the arrow slits. Because that way we can kind of just fortify the shit out of the city. What do we have? Let's see. Hangman, resistance reduction, reliability, but less move points, magic damage and XP gain, physical damage. You have a hand crossbow, which has neither physical nor magic damage. You do have inertia and relentless. You're also a elf, so you want to be outside. You do not have the elusive, which makes it a little bit weaker. Well, I'll see. Alright, I can start with a perk. Completely forgot about that. This urban hate really feels just weak. Like, not gonna lie. It feels... Why is OBS just dying? Do I have anything? No. Well, we'll have to see. Yeah, no, the urban hate kind of... I don't think it's good. You do have the cherry picking, which is good with the reliability you already have. The only isolation weapon we have is a dagger, though. So, you would have to go outside. On the other hand, you kind of can just do that. Though you probably won't take the berserk. Get the cherry picking. Maybe we get the other stuff. I never found a reason to dismiss people. You are a wizard. An incompetent one at that, and you have orc blood for 18% physical damage. And wizard for 12% magic damage. Right. Oh, you're a dwarf. You get additional block. You get the armor buff thing. Yeah, OBS is kind of just glitching out. Weird. Well, I hope it doesn't die. This, thankfully, is just damage, not physical damage. Meaning... I think... I just do this. Yeah. So you're gonna be a wizard. You need, whenever at least 5 hit with a single attack. Now the question is, whether single attack counts like multi-hits. Now what do you have? You are a human. Pickpocket for isolation, daily mana regen, and XP gain. You do have the isolation path. You have the single funniest thing you can do, which is the bodybuilder into organic armor. Get me the coagulation. We will go and just be a blood mage and heal a lot. And take the blessing as well. Wonderful. Right. Epiphanies. What do we have? We have the spiked wall. That's good. We do not, unfortunately. A lot of gold, a veteran of clan wall, traps are repaired. I think I'll take the drill first. A little bit of materials, a lot of materials. Oh yeah, you have the obliteration, which purges all and then just blows them up, right? That should kill basically everything. Where are we being attacked from? Up there, right? Place everyone. Okay, so you should be able to just block your way through this. Well, I should not have done it like that, but he... Oh, you can be thrown. Right, do that then. Yeah, you're not gonna do anything else. How many action points do you have? Quite a lot, and you have an action point potion. Right. So, we will get rid of that. Accidentally do it twice. Costing us some free action points. But, again, you do have the potion for that. Then you can, once again, just get some more block. Wonderful. Drink your potion. I also forgot to read my ordeals. But it's fine. Absolutely hate that you just gun for the inner area. You will die in 2 turns. And you will die before you actually cause panic, so we're good. Well, that blows. More poison then. 1, 2, 3. No, I need to kill 10 with a fully charged perfect guard. The fully charged perfect guard is, I think, the bigger issue there. Goddammit. So you're just gonna be... Yeah, the perfect guard just doesn't work from the get-go. Because currently I have to use it up to actually do more things. Since he actually has to attack with the shield. Since he actually has to attack with the shield, he cannot really use the perfect guard. He cannot stack the perfect guard up to its maximum. I'm just gonna poison them. Like, they die in 2 turns with the poison on them. Also, everybody is slow. Hate that. Like, comparatively to my last turns in Elderlicht. Okay, he is a bit wounded. But I guess it's fine. You go ahead and kill this guy, then you move over that. Fuck! He missed. Well, that blows. Poison. More poison. Now you are an elf. You want to be outside, you want to have the isolation, so you probably get like a dagger. Okay, get yourself some block. You also get yourself some block. And some armor. Now this guy dies. No worries there. Just kill these two. You can move in, but we will not be causing any panic today. Yeah, that's fine. And you can just shoot them. So my boy took a whole lot more damage than I would like him to take. And that probably means I need an immediate temple. Panic level S. Perfect. No piles of corpses yet. That was kind of to be expected. We also do not have anybody with a health pot. So yeah, we will need a temple for him. Build new structures. Get me a temple. To have a bit of a heal. Then what I need is probably first of the houses. I don't need to push back the mist yet. So get me money and remove those wells. Then we can go ahead and build us another house. Where though? I have 3 houses. I would like to build another one. Probably also like down here. Can I get anything in there? A mana well. Yeah, that's fine. Let's just get that in there right now. And restore some mana. Then we have a level up. So yeah, you are isolation lady. Get yourself your XP points. Get yourself for now the first blood. Since we don't have a dagger for you yet. You will need move points, just a shit ton of them. And probably just resistance reduction. Skill range +1. We could get you the Arteria, which gets multi-hit on the dagger throw. And that also helps for the poison. And then more XP gain. Next, we will... Oh yeah, you also get extra XP because you had heroes next to you. You get the mana and... That is probably kind of really good for the staff. Move points. Get yourself some accuracy. And then... I want to give you the Gauntlet, which does have Opportunism and does apply debuff, so sure, take that. What you need mainly, though, is skill range. And I'm gonna aggressively roll for that. Then, last, you also get XP gain. You get the Bodybuilder. You will need block. Just a ludicrous amount of it. I'll also take some move points. No block for you, unfortunately. XP gain. Probably healing received. More XP gain. Choose your destiny. Hoppers. Hoppers are fine, I think. Then the night rewards. I would like me a dagger. I will take a hammer. Still like a dagger. Well, there's a dagger with +1 move points and +3% critical. Or a bit of shield with propagation bonuses of all things. +1 skill range on the Master's Wand. I'll take the dagger here. Then you get a hammer. And you get a dagger. Materials. We will just use the basic stuff. And like normal ballista for now. Okay. Also, it's a big wave. All of my units are faster now, though. I got movement points on everybody. I do not know whether I can get rid of that thing back there. Yeah, I think you're not gonna go out there further. You are gonna give yourself some armor. I have the concern that the hoppers are just gonna ignore his armor though, which definitely kind of blows. Okay. Less than 500 damage. Well, they will die to poison, and that will be the negative alteration damage. So that one's kind of not gonna happen. They missed. One, two. Unfortunately, he's just kind of in the way. And the splitter doesn't help. So we will just, I think, try and get rid of the hoppers as much as we can. You in the meantime go do that. And shoot them. Also, get that. Yeah, the negative alterations didn't happen. But then again, I have a power staff that never was going to happen. And there's the poison. And Harry's wounded. Fuck. Kill a target at 9 or target at 9 or more tiles from caster and affected with a negative alteration. That once again is probably not going to happen. Does this actually have opportunism? No. You are going to need armor. You can give yourself some block. Though your dagger is unblockable, isn't it? Yeah. I really wish you could just extinguish them from range by shooting at it. Wouldn't really make all that much sense, but would be funny. Kill the hopper, kill this thing. Can't really kill anyone here, so I'm just gonna poison somebody. The poison, how much damage do you deal? Like, you deal 66 poison every turn for 3 turns. That's 198 damage. Thankfully, the dagger doesn't really deal all that much damage, though. Can you? You can just go here. And then bail again. Shoot the hopper. The multi-hits are funny. Like, generally, you don't really want to use them. And that is the biggest issue I have with a crossbow. With a hand crossbow. Unless you have, like, 6 multi-hits or something. Any other single-hit weapon is just gonna be better. I completely forgot to use the dagger. That was really bad ordeal-wise. Some more poison there, he missed. Can we stop at the target at 9 or more tiles? Less than 500 to isolated targets. Well, that's probably gonna happen. Actually, no, it won't. Yeah, okay, I think we might need more assistance over here. Unless I just make it so they never actually hit anything. Which currently does look possible. Nobody is poisoned, but yeah, the isolated targets is for over 2 turns, so no, that's not going to happen. And he's nearly dead. They also have opened up a way into me house. So I'm just gonna have a dwarf stand on it. Okay, you will need to do this. And then you're just gonna leave. Because you are not really in any shape or form to continue fighting over there. Out of actions. Well, he goes here, he can't really hit anybody. Unavailable when badly wounded. Spit acid. Wait, they can't use it when badly wounded? I didn't know that. Are there other units that don't have specific attacks when they're badly wounded? Like, I think you probably need 2 attacks for that, but okay, but for the splitters it doesn't say so. It also doesn't say so for this guy though, so I'd have to check badly wounded enemies. And it is at the 9 range again, so again not gonna happen. You actually just fucking die of poison, huh? I think this is gonna be a restart. That kind of blows. I might want to take the movement points again. Yeah, no, this is gonna be a restart. I can't lose a hero this early. But I'm gonna keep it at what I have. An elf with a massive shield. That doesn't feel right. You're a paladin, so that kind of shows why. What is this? Physical and magic damage. Right. Head on and relentless, but no inertia, unfortunately. Well, we don't have a momentum weapon anyway. Why do I care? You have the inertia, the relentless, and the head on. I don't think I have any momentum weapons, do I? I don't. So that kind of already removes that question. What do you have? Well, that's at least a blocking bolt going on. Okay, self-coagulation. Do just this? Be a full tank? Maybe. What do you have? Dancer for dodge? Muscular for health. What do you have? What are your perks? Right, Paladin for physical and magic damage. Actually, yeah, you're gonna have a wand then. You do have the multi-hits. You could be a Mr. Punchy, but you don't have the vampire, so that kind of dies immediately. This is always funny with a multi-hit weapon. Unfortunately, no blessing. That's unfortunate. Yeah. And then what do you actually have? Opportunism, skill range, and you're short. But not a dwarf. Okay, I don't actually have any dwarfs. So you have additional skill range, you have opportunism, you have proximity shot. This is an absolute numbo. Opportunism, you don't have the opportunism path either. I feel like this is the weakest path. Maybe? I don't know. I'm not really... Though, on the other hand, in a range of 8, if you're sitting in here, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There is nearly all of the stuff, all of the things buffed. Everything along this wall would be buffed. So that could actually kind of be good. You know what? I'm gonna try it. Building defense or obstacle? Yeah. Well, this isn't gonna be needed because you're gonna sit in a watchtower. That also means you're gonna be a ranged unit. Yeah, like that. Actually, reroll this path. Fuck, I want the field study. There it is. I don't think I'll need the longer weapons, right. Start with the Perseverance, get this, get this. Then here we get... Is the multi-hit gonna be relevant? We do have a hand crossbow and... It could become relevant. We'll see. Okay, where are they starting? Up here again. Alright, I wanted to change weapons. You take the shield and you take the wand. God damn it. Up here. Go on. And then epiphanies. What epiphanies do we have? You also start with a crossbow. Very nice. A blue one. Less is more, or the drill. I feel like the less is more is just one of the just straight up best things you can have in this. Just straight up best. Right, you get extra damage as long as you don't move, right? One of bone pieces skills gain 5% perk damage for bone pieces skills. This bonus is set when the hero moves. Yeah. Oh, can we get for you quick reload and specialist? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, which we should have. Because if we do that, you will have 5 plus 2 use limit per turn on every skill, which means you will have 6 uses on the main attack alone. That could be kind of neat if you have a corrupted weapon. And we immediately start with one of these assholes. Well, delete him. Wonderful stuff. And then you can just go ahead and get yourself some block. Though you should probably also be far enough away that they don't kill you. We do have a health pot on you. And a block potion on her. Which both of those should probably go to him. Okay. You go ahead and drink your potion. You go ahead and give yourself some more block. This is 4 block, isn't it? Yeah. So using your armor is preferred. However, I think the best thing we can do is just use all of it. We don't have enough action points for that though, unfortunately. Less than 2 times punch. Well, we managed to do that. Fuck. Well. Anything with block kind of gets rid of the multi-hit advantage. You already get 19. Yeah, the Harvester already. Currently plus 3 daily mana regen. How much mana did you spend yet? You have base 29 traits, so you have spent 24 mana. You get 19 back. Unless we get a few additional kills in. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna give you action points so we have more damage ourselves. Is that out of range? Out of range. So if I move 1 here, that should be perfect. Fuck. So unfortunately, no. How many action points do you have? 6. 2 there and then 4 there. Right, that's fine. Some more armor. How much block do you have? 14. Target a 9 or more. To claws. I don't know who of us does have range 9 or more. How many stacks do you have? 20. That's not nearly enough. Where's a claw? There's a claw. Alright, got that. I don't even know if you have a range of 9. You know what? Yeah, just continue doing that. Since they take damage, they also will deal less, meaning we are fine. Okay, you have 2 more actions. Not even sure what I'm gonna do with them. Maybe I should have gone. Ah, fuck. Give her actions. Give yourself damage. The wand is probably the #1 contender for actually being useful with a blessing. With a blessing perk. Since it does just give you like 10% damage on level 1, and that scales. Actually, is it a level 1 wand? Yeah, it's a level 1 wand. That scales into the higher levels. $22, you get 21 back. Yeah, we're good. You will be fine. Honestly, I think I'll do this just because it also deals damage. Barricades destroyed. Not really relevant. Okay. Restoring 21 mana in the first night is kind of amazing. 60 on that. No, that's like, what is that, 15% of what I need? Choose your destiny. What do we get? Minus 60% accuracy when attacking a tile adjacent to an obstacle. We have an undodgeable attack. These are obstacles. But I think, and these are obstacles, so there are a lot of obstacles in this area. But I think we will be good. Now, magic user. Get yourself some accuracy. Get mana, health, damage. What do I actually want with you? I want multi-hits. What do I take with you here? Based on the amount of hits you do, well, is anything else useful? The glass cannon, maybe. Crippling punch in one with nature, absolutely not. Not in this case. You know, with full health, plus 15% critical. That could be good, but then I'd also just take the glass cannon. That is definitely good because we have the crit mana path. This could definitely be useful. Like, this doesn't have a negative. I think I'll go with the first blood. And then the crit power increase. Okay, next. What do we want with you? Do you have the Ranger's Arsenal? No. So I want multi-hits. And I assume critical power. I will roll for the multi-hits and then just take critical power or whatever else seems useful, like opportunism. Probably not. Though you will maybe have a gauntlet. I think I'll go with the isolation. I give the gauntlet to somebody else. Then here, we will take the avid learner. We will take for now the defensive training. Accuracy up. You don't have anything undodgeable on you. Unblockable. But that is it. Move points I don't think are going to be relevant. Take some damage. You... Ranged damage then. What do I want to roll with you actually? Skill range? Skill range. I will take low value things when it's the last reroll, when I have rerolled all of my stuff. Take this, 44 poison or 56 block. I think the poison is better first. Take some block, you're gonna need a whole lot of that. Resistance, also not bad. And then for what you need, you actually kind of only need healing received, daily health regen, and... What else do you need? Not really anything, so take XP in. What night rewards do we get? We get a power. Health, critical power, accuracy. That I'll take. Inquisitor hat. Hammer. What a mithril hand crossbow. You also don't have undodgeable, right? You have +1 propagation bounces, which is kind of funny. So, yeah, crossbow now has 2 crossbows. And a hat. A fancy hat. Unfortunately, that means we do only have 1 weapon on everybody else. I could buy additional weapons, but you kind of spend all of your actions on just this one, so we're good. And you also on this. Curse of the Hunter. Right. Build new structures. First of all, we will get rid of you to build more houses. I think here. Then, this time we don't have to build a temple because nobody's hurt. So we can just go ahead and farm. If they're adjacent to an obstacle. Now, I don't know if these defenses count as obstacles. I'm not exactly sure, because this is the... Adjacent to building, defense, obstacle. I think these all count as defense, while these are obstacles. I think. Get me actually like a ballista or 2. I think that might be more relevant than a wall. Again, ballistas always completely undodgeable. Can I buy anything? A dagger, a shield, a cannon. I think I'll just leave it. Minus 60% accuracy is a pretty big loss. Also, this being over there absolutely fucking blows. Okay, so you are next to an obstacle. Are you not? 41% dodge, 41% dodge, 0% dodge. Right. Oh. 4 here enemies or more hasn't moved this turn. Okay, so we have 2 ordeals done immediately. Love to see that. We will not extinguish that fire. Like, that is not going to happen. This fire? Maybe. Let me actually just deal damage to enemies with archers. Enemy archers. How much damage? Yeah, that is possible. By just using this 3 times. No, 4 times. 286. Fuck. So it is not in fact possible. I already got the bone piercer, right? Yeah, I already got the big I think I just want more block. Punch. Yes, 64% dodge. That is not going to happen. Oh right, the poison just completely disregards their dodge. I forgot. Minus 20% damage, hate that. There's like an upper limit to how many enemies can attack this guy at the same time. So I'm gonna say I'm not too worried about it. I'm still a little bit worried about it, but... you have the weakening arrow for minus 20% damage, and then the power shot, which is inaccurate times 2. You have 20% dodge, so he has a 40% miss chance. 37% miss chance, I think. 38 enemies or more target at full health. That is most likely not really going to happen. Not with my damage debuff here. And also not really with my poison. And I always forget, but yeah, he needs to be directly next to them, doesn't he? To trigger the poison. Get rid of the blockers while we're here. Give you an action point. Give you an action point. Yeah, less than 4 isolated targets. That we may be able to do. More block. 23 block. How much damage do you deal? 29 to 35. I think he's fine. Armor helps. Less than 4 isolated targets. Still going on. Or 4,600 damage with ranged damage, which only one of my units does deal ranged damage. I forgot once again to first... Yeah, okay, the problem for the isolated target thing is gonna be mostly just the ballista. Since they will give you an action point, and then you can just big bonk people. Give him an action point. Oh, so that counts. That's unfortunate. He was isolated at the end of my attack. Alright, you can do that. Did an isolated target die? Yes. And with that, we have failed this objective. Oh. Okay, apparently the ballista do not count. Do you have additional dodge? Yes. Actually, that... Okay, no, you have the additional dodge because you are next to. That is unfortunate. Because I feel like it's incorrectly described then. Yeah, 50% dodge, we're just gonna not. Oh, he's stunned, that's not great. And then you, with your unblockable attacks, are gonna have to deal with mostly just the dodgers, huh? Fuck. Oh right, you can do... Now, for some reason, this is not an attack. So it literally cannot be dodged. Why is that? I don't know. It is the same crossbow we shoot with. Oh, that's a hammer man. That's why we got stunned. Okay. Also, you are... No, you are not badly wounded. You are badly wounded. Yeah, that makes more sense. You give an action point over there. You're just gonna shoot the things that aren't next to obstacles. You give an action point here. And then you're gonna shoot the things that are next to obstacles. Since you don't really care about dodging. Or accuracy, or stupid things like that. And you can actually just go ahead and throw him a purge, a heal pot. You will go ahead and stun him again, unless I do this. Then you can just go ahead and throw him another heal pot. God damn it. It's incredible that she actually hit that. Okay, that one went a lot better than my last attempt. We also got the ordeal and the higher difficulty divergence. So we are close to the XP gain upgrade. Then, Thornbloom, you... Do I give you the multi-hits or the action point restore? I think the multi-hits first, that's just better. Move points. You're gonna need more mana as well, but skill range is definitely a plus. Then, you get the manual control. Question, do I really want to give you the initiator? I feel like not really. You currently have a hand crossbow, but I feel like the... Actually, I don't have the short bow. We have the cannons, the boomerangs, and the crossbow. No, wait. I want you to be just the... I should have maybe checked. Can we actually get the bone piercer? We can get the bone piercer. So, armor, that is completely irrelevant, I feel like. I don't want you to give you the multi-hits, because you're just gonna have the bone piercer, which doesn't multi-hit. What else do I give you then? Longer weapons. I think that might actually, maybe if I just give you the quick reload now, and we can do these two, yeah. Maybe I don't need anything else from this tier then. I get 11 points in total. This is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, meaning I can have one more. The blessing doesn't really do anything. The big game hunter might though. Yeah, that's good. Next, Alessia. Level up. You get damage. And I think some mana is not ill-advised. And range damage. Get me skill range, please. That's a no. I'll take range damage then. Oh shit, I can get another one. Daily mana regen. She is just permanently running out, so that might be applicable. You get your hit back with a vampire. Enemies killed using physical damage or execute. Right. Perfect. More block. What is the maximum? 100. Which, if you have 100 block, I feel like there is nothing that can hurt you. And except unblockable attacks, I guess. Reliability, I'll take. Again, preferably healing. Receive propagation bounces. We do have the big hammer, don't we? And you can also get like a gauntlet. Yeah, no, I think the big hammer. Because you are not a paladin. You're a dancer. With dodge, which doesn't really help if you're just moving around in like heavy armor with a massive shield. They want the propagation bounces for a big hammer? I don't know, I'm not really going for propagations with you. I could take the volatile reaction, but not really. Range damage, XP gain, daily mana regen, range damage. Take a bit of daily mana regen, probably won't hurt. Better crossbow. What is you? Armor, more armor, damage crit. The propagation damage or minus isolation, but it's a better crossbow. Cannon. +9 block war shield. I'll take that. So you now actually just have like 2 war shields. Dual wielding massive fucking shields. Okay, that makes sense. Right, you are gonna take the better... Are you a better crossbow? The isolation and resistance doesn't really do anything. You can just have that. So somebody has it. And also you don't really have any other weapon right now. Get me a temple. Like, I can't really build anything else there anyway. No, I want to build a... Where do I get the temple? I think I get the temple here. Do I need a heal? No. But I do need a mana well. And give you some mana. Can I get another mana well? No. I can, however, get rid of these buildings. Well, first of all, do this. Then, is there any well? No. There is. Okay. And then I can get another mana well. Good. Now, what we're gonna do is build another ballista up here. And then just close off this area. I should also just go ahead and repair my stuff. That is a plane, that's why I can't build there. Close off the wall where possible. And then I'm gonna leave this area alone. And just have them defend here, here, and down here. And hope that this side is just gonna run into ballista and die. Oh yeah, free... Oh yeah, you can. You can give mana. Perfect. That is bad. But it's only 2 of them, and they're kind of far away. Unblockable attack. Unblockable attack. It's also unblockable. Actually, the first 2 ones were undodgeable, not unblockable. I'm just gonna poison them. They will die within like 2 turns. So we're good. And then you will probably have issues hitting these guys. Thankfully, you can just 1, 2, 3. Ah, he's not in range. Fuck. He will probably run into a ballista though. He didn't run into a ballista. Fuck. Well, honestly, you kind of just have to do that. But then you can just go back here. Fuck. And now you can kind of just go ahead and poison things. Target at full health, isolated target. Well, we can simply do that. Kill less than 4 with negative alteration. Oh, there's also Dagger Man. You are... Ah, shit, both of those are wand wielders. That will suck. Also, I should probably use my multi-hit thing before I actually attack anything else. And I think because those two died of poison, I already lost the... Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Their massive damage increase. Well, I hate that he died. Right. Go here. What is your attack? It's just undodgeable, 41-2. Okay, you should be fine, I think. Targeted 3 or more tiles from the caster. We would have just now unlocked the Bone Piercer again. No, you need to stand here so he also gets poisoned. I'm not sure if the ballistas can hold that. I'm just gonna hope they hold it long enough that somebody can show up. You will die. Yeah. 44 poison. As soon as they have like the slightest bit of damage on them, they will just die of poison. Three. Well, the runners basically. At least. I think you can be done here and start moving upside. I'm focusing on killing the targets that have the buff on them. Why are you so slow? This costs 3 to move 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. Do you have range on that? No, because this is stupid building in a way. Fuck. Poison all of them. Then you can... Nobody died, wonderful. Focus on the guys that might die. Kill, kill, out of actions. Right, you jump over. These guys are once again an issue. You should be in range just next turn. However, they will just hit the wall and we can probably just ignore them. Now you continue doing this. Unfortunately, he kind of has to stay here to kill these two. No. I fucked up. I shouldn't have gone that way. Yeah, he has to die to the poison, but he will get poisoned, so he will definitely die to poison, and we're fine. They will move in and start attacking. We are still at A. Actually, we are still at S at this point, I believe. And we can just do this. Just a bit of extra mana definitely helped immensely. Oh. That should kill both of them. I think we're good. We are not yet at S. Though very close. Give yourself some more uses. I'm surprised he actually got there. Unfortunately, he's now out of actions. Right. We're good. Actually, we might go to... No, we didn't go to an A because the ballista carried. Yeah, all alive. And then we have panic level S. Perfect. And that gives us... the less is more. And I think I'm gonna go for the Bone Piercer just next. 41% dodge. I think that's fine. That's, like, at the same time a better and a worse version of the Curse of the Hunter early. What is this actually called? Divergence. Doesn't say. Yeah, get me the Bone Piercer. Do I take the drill? And the Bone Piercer later. If I take you, though, the next one costs 1200. That's a lot. I'd rather just go with one of them. Just gonna be the Bone Piercer. And then take some of the cheaper wounds. So, the drill, I feel like I overestimated, mainly because it is probably part of the reason why I always had so much money over. Okay, so we're getting attacked from two sides. Smaller one there, bigger one there. We cannot afford Ballista, which is unfortunate. But we can get a gate here. And then start exchanging those with walls. Also, I don't have the arrow slits. Yet. The arrow slits are a medium one, I believe. First two corpses scavenged of the day cost -1 workers. That could also get you a lot of materials. A little bit of gold, a little bit of materials, the spiked walls. I'm kind of surprised that this one doesn't scale based on the wall tier. Pocket watchtower for this guy, huh? Okay, what we're gonna do now is... Do we need to push back the mist? Not really, but I'm gonna do it anyway. We have hunters and splitters coming in. We have 0 workers. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna upgrade my housing. So, to get workers, and then I'm just gonna farm these corpses for money. As well as this house, before I forget it. 66, then. I'd have to upgrade that first. So what I'm going to do now is build a scavenger camp. And then we'll level up. Pinpoint. Reliability and accuracy. You take the energized every 7 mana spent, which is going to be every two multi-hit magic missiles. Resistance reduction. I'll take that. We should get at least like some. I feel like reliability is just a better magic damage. Because as long as you have... Because it's 60%, 16% more damage on average, I feel like. Not really, but yeah, you know what I mean. These are not undodgeable. Interesting. Gonna take the... No. 2 to 7... How much range do you have? 3 to 11. I think the human ballista is good enough for now. Yeah. Get some accuracy. You're gonna need that anyway. Get some XP gain. That never hurts. Organic armor. To be the buffest of boys. How much health this is actually? 50% healing received. A conversion rate of 150%. So this is 25 health. This is 24 armor, which in turn is 36 health. So the armor buff, again, is better than the health buff, I feel like. You don't have anything that scales with damage. No, you're not a dwarf, unfortunately. Get yourself more block. Fuck. Damage then. Healing received. More healing received. So you have 200% healing received at this point, I believe. Can I actually see that anywhere? Healing received. Any health healing received 200%. Yeah. So the vampire should heal you for 8 every kill. Let's see what the night rewards offer. A better wand. The block doesn't really do anything, but neither does the poison damage, so... Move points. Move points, crit, isolation, isolation. Dodge. Take the... Nah, reroll that. A cannon. A gauntlet. +1 skill range on the gauntlet. I'll take that. For my wizard. A cannon. Attack turtle charm for poison damage. Not really relevant. +1 skill range, +1 skill range. That I'll take. That goes on my archer. You, except if what do you have? 10 armor and 1 move point. Irrelevant. Take that. 10 armor and 1 move point could actually be good on you, but you don't need the crit power. You take the better wand and you also take the gauntlet, and then we can sell some stuff. How much money? 38. 47 materials. Reinforce here and yeah. Alright, then free abilities. Get us some mana on the crossbowman and more mana on her. I should probably upgrade that. Heal on you. You are going down here. You are going down here. Actually, I think you are going up here. Yes. All 3 up there. Fuck me. That is indeed the bulk of their forces. I'm pretty sure they do not understand the concept of restraint. Well, we still do have undodgeable attacks, so... I'm not actually too worried about the... Well, I wish he could just buff himself with that. I'm kind of worried about these guys because they have 77% dodge. But I just have to shoot more. And they have all charged up. And he's just missing everything. It fucking blows. Well, he has 32 dodge, he has 32 block, and they deal, what? 64 damage. So they will hurt him. But he will hurt them right back. You should probably just use the undodgeable attacks, huh? Though the gauntlet isn't undodgeable. Can you... Do I even care? 74% block, holy shit, I hate that. I think what I'm gonna do is just poison them. With a crossbow. Yeah, he got hurt pretty bad there. Why is there one hunter just up there? Deal 3000 physical damage. That's probably not going to happen. You honestly kind of just need more block. I can get you... Wait, this is plus 8 block and this is plus 4 block. I can use that 4 times per turn for a total of 8, 16, 24 block. I should probably just go ahead and do that. They all just fucking miss. Well, unblockable attacks, go. Undodgeable. The 41% dodge might have been a mistake. Just poison all of the hunters. This is unblockable, this is propagation, they can dodge that. Unfortunately, you know what? Fuck it, give me more of that. Poison him again. I unfortunately do not... have, What was it? Where did you come from? That's an elite runner at that. Poison the ever-loving shit out of him. Also get rid of your debuff, whatever it is. Minus 20% damage. Maybe should have done it first. I will now proceed to hit you in the face with a shield. More block. They will shoot him, so he will die. He will shoot him, he will shoot him. Go hit the crawlers with that. And the splitters who probably have less dodge. And then use the unblockable attacks on all of the shit that would dodge it. Undodgeable attack. God damn it. I don't think he took damage from that. Actually, he healed up because he's no longer badly wounded. Absolutely fucking hate this. Yeah, I'm not gonna take that modifier again. You have 15% dodge. And how much dodge do you have? 65%? Okay. Well, you just get rid of all of these assholes. The dodgers and the... You don't have poison, that's good. They have 36% dodge. Wait, does the watchtower buff your accuracy? Vision, here, skill, and the watch out skill, which the watch out skill gives accuracy and dodge. I might want to use that. Oh, you have it from your perk. Fucking hell. Well, my watchtower died. Poison here, poison here. Can you hit him? Once. Perfect. There is an elite hunter. That doesn't look good for me. And you have a mirror shield as well, because fuck me, I guess. God damn it. You are just gonna hit... hopefully these guys. Did indeed hit these guys, but not good enough. Kill this guy with his vision. Don't shoot the mirror shield one. They need to stop taking away his block. The really neat part is that it doesn't actually matter whether or not he hits them with his shield. He just needs to attack. This, however, might... yeah, that's a problem. That right there is a problem. So that the 45% dodge might have been a massive mistake. Everyone fucking dodged it, holy shit. No, this is even worse because it's inaccurate. This might be a learn from this lesson. We are at S. If we go to B, I'm gonna immediately reset. Well. You do have heal pots you can chuck down. Yeah, we cannot get rid of all of them. So we are gonna go at a B. I'm gonna immediately reset. How much time? 1.5 hours, 90 minutes there. Okay, learn from it. Don't take the dodge. At least not early on. I have vastly underestimated the dodge. I also overlooked that it's only gonna be like runners and dodgers. Which in turn means that it's even worse. Alright, what do we have this time? Accuracy and damage, resistance and critical power, but less armor, an illusionist. You don't... accuracy, resistance, critical power and damage. That is just, you can do whatever. Also, you're an elf, but not an elf. You can literally just do whatever. You do have this, which lends you to be... actually, I'm just gonna try this again. Try this again. Maybe it'll work this time. If I could get the field study on you, that would be great. However, you can probably just... this doesn't scale with skill range, I'm pretty sure of that. Then, what do you have? You are also an elf, but not an elf. Hunter, opportunity on skill range, less critical, but more XP gain. With skill range and opportunism, you kind of want to maybe have a ranged weapon. You do have the field study. Steady aim. The XP, I think I'm just gonna give you that. You will be a ranged unit, so give up your dagger. We don't really have all that much debuff stuff in our range. Oh no, actually, we do have a boomerang. So maybe go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That could work. Yeah, I think I might go with that. Get your boomerang later on. And then you have an amazing mustache. A grave digger, more resistance but less healing received. More resistant, you have two things with more resistance. Daily mana regen but less physical damage. You have a blink, so you can jump in with a cannon and then get out again. You also have the organic armor to just give you all of it. You currently restore 2 health with that, so probably not. I think I'm gonna start with the harvester here. I need to get 12 enemies. After using 5 sneak skills without killing a unit, restore all action points of the hero. Like, that should actually be kind of really easy, because 3 of them is just gonna be the poison. And then you can probably, because this doesn't really deal all that much damage, so you can probably just finesse that. Oh, Fleshwind is here. Do we have? We do not have. Ghastly energy. Do we have? We don't have any of the broken compass for a ballista. The bell could be kind of funny if I don't do the contagion on anything else. 226. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna take that. And then I just have to make sure that I don't overdo it with the contagions. Now, you will have just to deal with a dagger, I guess. Okay. We're just gonna shoot them a whole lot. Do I want to use the poison dagger? Not really. And then you leave, and then you can kind of just magic them away. 770 damage to... I should have read that first. Because now we are not going to deal that damage. And I also kind of do not want to spend that mana right now. That's a hammer man. That one needs to die. Deal that much damage to enemies using skills that cost mana. Well, that's about half. And this time I actually have 2 turns, so we are gonna get that, I'm pretty sure. Here you have some armor. You can move over here, you hit that, and then you can just kind of blast them again. Well, that's an action point gone. Do you have... You have a heal point, so you can give him that action point back. And then we just throw in the lightning and that should be it. Yeah. Claw, target within 5 tiles from the fog. Well, first of all, you kill the accursed. Do I just use this? I'm not gonna lie, I find these attacks kind of awkward to aim. Like the X's. Oh wait, you need move points. Can we just shoot you? No. No, that's not. That's a no. Fucking poison him. Spend less than 10 mana. Yeah, that's probably not gonna happen. Just shoot the claws. Spend less than 10 mana, so we still kinda want to do that. The fact that you can't lower this cost is a bit annoying. Like, if it was lowered by resistance, that would kind of make it really good. Maybe too good, which is probably why they don't allow it. Yeah, that's a problem. Kind of fucked up there. Didn't hit him. Well. Less than 500 damage to targets with negative alterations is probably also just really easy. Do I just... No. So... The cost on that cannon is fixed. Meaning, I think what I'd want to do is get someone that just has really high health and go for it with him. Okay, now we can just splurge again. Send it. Oh, you're out of actions. Because otherwise the fire will just kill him at some point. Now that could... Now think about it. High block, high health, and then get a dwarf to do it with the every 15 missing health increases your damage. That is probably the... I'm an idiot. Original intention of that thing. Well, that blows. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do this and be done. You actually are just not gonna do anything this turn. one tile not far enough. Anyway, stab him. The amount of damage this guy takes is not nice. And like, most of the damage was from himself. I'll take the 8 hunters. I think I'll only take the 8 hunters. Hunters this early are kinda scary. Get you some move points. Get you some resistance reduction. Daily health regen, propagation damage, healing received, opportunism. Stun chance. What did I want to do with you? Right, just this way, just this path down. Take the harvester. Now this could also be kind of funny with it because whenever you kill whenever you crit, you have a chance of restore health. Isolation, no. Momentum, no. Physical damage, also no. Fucking hell. Actually, you could go for physical damage because the mana and such doesn't really care about magic damage, does it? Because this is just critical. This is just general support. This is specifically for ranged damage, but this one is just general support. This is specifically for physical damage. Maybe I give you physical damage? Because all of this doesn't really care about what damage type you deal. It only cares about crit. Yeah, I think I'll give you physical damage. Have you run around with a dagger, maybe? Sure, more physical damage, why not? Hand over the dagger. We're switching. Get the XP. Get the contamination. More action points, absolutely. And he will have the bell because he will get so much done with that shit. Move points, finally. Healing received critical power. Do you care about critical power? No. In that case, opportunism. You will most likely also be far away, so we don't really care about your health. Give up the dagger. Exchange for the book. You need so much more health. What can we get you for more health? This would be physical damage, which doesn't really help. Except maybe I can jump in and then... Yeah, jump in and then hit them with melee weapons. Fuck it, you're just gonna kill yourself. That's it, you're just gonna kill yourself. Because if I take the blood magic, this should also switch to giving damage based on his max health. On his current health. So he will deal a shit ton of damage early on. Now, what I want with you is you're gonna need block, you're gonna need armor, which in turn is, well, we will take health points. Which in turn is action points, I mean. Which in turn is going to give him additional, like... You need healing received, I guess. XP gain is fine. Now, if you're going melee, take this. That's fine. And then we have you a better cannon. The lower momentum is completely irrelevant. And dagger, you take the cannon just as a backup. You're probably not going to use it though. Get me a temple. because we're gonna immediately start increasing his max health. It's gonna be it's gonna be so necessary to increase his max health. Get rid of the well. Get me more houses. I can only afford one. That sucks. I can afford both. Perfect. If I take that, I have 29 gold, which is not enough to build a mana well. Otherwise, what can I do? I can get another heal, and I should probably do that. Since he's already kind of dying. Okay, repair. Repair my walls that I personally destroyed. Do I just start with Ballista? I think I might just start with Ballista. Yeah, okay. Everybody up here. You're gonna take so much damage, you're gonna die. Actually, you should probably take the heal pots as well. And both of the Braziers are on the far side, of course. Well, we're gonna start with just bombing them. And then throw a dagger at a man. Here's to have moved to stone. Well, the cannon is good for that. It lowers resistance and damage, right? Yeah. Don't really want to do either of those things. I think you give yourself some armor and then you're just gonna poison this guy 3 times and once here. 3 times wasn't necessary. Ballista, go! Right, you take care of this, and then you're just gonna bomb them again. Bomb them again. And another dagger. Yep. That is a hammer man, and that is a bowman. Is that worth it? Not really. Whatever. She fucking missed. God damn it. Anyway, I think the biggest danger is gonna be the hunters. So I'm gonna try and kill them whenever I see them. Wonderful poison there. Miss. Oh shit, before you leave. Undo that. You can actually just like contaminate them. Yeah, I think one contamination there is better than overdoing it. You should have a heal pot. So you will die to poison. However, we can stack that even further. You will die to so much poison. Nope. Don't move. Pick this guy. Targeted full health archer. Yeah. Didn't pay attention, not gonna lie. And now we can actually kind of just bomb him in here. Is that worth it? I don't know. Are you inaccurate? No. Surprising, actually. Amazing. Take some dodge and a purge. And you can shoot here, perfect, shoot here. Make use of... So both of these are going to die, you do nothing. But he does apply it a bit further. Yeah, I expected him to take big damage. 9 or more tiles from caster. Just do this. And reapply that contagion. Some daggering. Fuck. Yeah, this guy there is an absolute headache. He's gonna stun him. Fuck. Didn't pay attention. If I jump in there, you just cannot escape anymore, so I'm not going to do that. And how much movement do you have? Still 5. You are now also badly wounded. So I'm gonna have to maybe hold back a little bit. I look forward to the night he gets his, yeah, he's dead. Fuck. And I also don't have any heal pots to throw him. Dodge. You need to dodge if you want to live. Fucking Misty Hunter. Well, he's dead. Holy shit, he's alive. How? And he's out of actions. Well, we're just gonna shoot you. Gonna shoot you. And then you should go ahead and dodge. Why is nobody hitting that stupid crawler? For what do I have? What did I hire these ballista for? If none of them shoots the crawler. How much health do you have? 50 armor, and you deal with 34 to 52 damage. I can't really risk that. Don't want to hurt my wall. I have 2 very damaged units. Panic level A. We're good. The bell is done. "13 splitters." Yeah, 13 is fine. Maybe you should have started with that. Alright, So, you need a heal. You take the manual control. And I should have taken the vampire, right? I want the vampire with you. Because this is physical damage now. Get yourself some move points. So you don't get stuck next to enemies. Some skill range. I think you're just gonna dual wield daggers. Because the other... Actually, you could have a sledgehammer. We will need to upgrade this. So we have a big heal. Twice. Absolutely sucks that I have to do that, but I'd rather do this than have them die. 36 gold, I can't upgrade my houses. I already am in kind of a negative when it comes to my money, because I couldn't build my gold mines. You take the initiator, you will get a flesh wind and hopefully just absolutely obliterate everything. You do not care for any kind of defense, you want crits. And accuracy. And crits. Propagation bounces probably doesn't matter. Critical power. More magic damage. So preferably what's gonna happen is that I give him the flesh wind, and he's just immediately gonna obliterate all enemies just looking in his general direction. Get me? I misplaced that ballista. Fuck! Get me just all of the ballista. Then you are over here. You are over here. You are down here. I feel like the cannon is really something that I want later on. And not at the start. What do you get? You take the vampire and the blood magic. We're just gonna massively lean into it at this point. Get yourself some block. Get yourself some move points. Get yourself daily health regen. No, I want that better. None of that is good. Sure, reliability is fine. And more reliability. Night reward, only one of them. I need like another weapon. Medal of Collateral. Nah. I need like another weapon for my melee guy up there. Sledgehammer, perfect. You get a sledgehammer. Build new structures, yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Yeah, this one needed to be one further. One further to the right. Okay, one there, one there. One up there. Well, that blows. Sledgehammer go! She's just ranged at this point. Okay, have... Oh yeah, you have the curse wish now. So this contagion is forever. -5 move points on this target and then -100 block on the secondary target. Right. I should have read that better. He can now heal with his dagger. Need to keep that in mind. Curse spell here. And now you have just all of the debuffs. How did you survive that? The problem is this guy is never going to move again. Which in turn means that all enemies that move past him are kind of just out of scope. What are you doing over there? I'm just gonna throw knives at you. That is a wizard, and I hate that he's up there. Fuck. I'd hoped that would kill. It didn't. Yeah, the stupid blocker there is in the way. Fuck. Now, what I need on her, on this guy with the bell, is something to apply poison. This one's also probably I can already feel that this one's also not gonna be that great. Jump. Jump. It is time we go bunkers on them. Yeah, you need some way of applying poison for the bell, I feel like. Because these guys, they will never move again. That is fine. However, it don't really do anything for me. Oh, shoot him. How much heat? 5. Let us just blast these two and then, like, here. Also, chuck your health pots. Love it. Love that. They will get inside up here though. Them getting additional movement points absolutely blows for me. Okay, you need to move over there quickly. Maybe you kind of just want to start with this with an Omen of the Wanderer. That could be the case. Pocket Fireball. Elderlicht eludes me. Maybe I think I just do not have the correct weapons for this. Yeah, no. Okay, the cannon is honestly kind of fun to use. But I think it is a late game weapon. It is something that you use later on to deal with enemies. Not at the start. problem is I can't get this guy out, and these guys don't die because I don't have poison on them, on the targets of the bell. But I also needed to go up here quicker, because otherwise I'm pretty sure this would have just died. Okay, so you are now going to move down again. God damn it. And shoot these two. Technically, we weren't at... Also, the cannon jump has massive range. Technically, I think we're still on it. But the lack of money, I don't think is gonna lend itself to continuing. If I don't have money at this point, I will not get enough money. So, yeah, no, this is another new start. This is another restart. And I think what I'm gonna do is enable some more weapons. So, I think the best option for the cannon is super voice crack. Okay, so first off, if I want the bell, and the bell is kind of funny, I need poison. Which means I think I'll take a magic orb. Actually, get me a sacred flower instead. Yeah. So this way I have poison in addition to all of the other debuffs, meaning that they will die at some point. Otherwise... So the best choice I have for the cannon is to get a big melee, big health and melee. I think I want to toss these two for this instead. Actually, get me longbow boomer. What is better, longbow boomerang? I use the longbow so often, I think I'm just gonna take the boomerang. It also scales with the multi-hits. This also scales with multi-hits, but I feel like the hand crossbow is just not good. Maybe that's why I should use it. Like, it has amazing poison, the prorogation is good, but its multi-hit thing is kind of garbage. Unless you have a lot of multi-hits. But yeah, that is for another time. For now. Thank you for watching. Should you ever make it this far, I hope you have a nice evening. Hope you have a good night later on. I hope you have a nice Sunday tomorrow. Goodbye.